Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tonight's the night I'm breaking free. No chains, no rules, just me. I've been walking in the shadows, waiting for my turn. Playing by the rules, but they got nothing left to burn. The fire's in my veins, now I'm done with standing still. Gonna climb this mountain, bend it to my will. They said stay in line, just do as you're told. I was never made for a life so cold. The rhythm of my heart beats loud and strong. This is my anthem, my victory song. I'm ruling my own world, lighting up the sky, turning all the doubts into sparks that fly. I'm running with the thunder, I'll never back down. Crown on my head, I'm owning this town. I'm ruling my own world. Driving, dancing, soaring, soaring so loud. The streets are paved with echoes of the dreams they left behind. But I've got a map of courage and I'm steering my own mind. Let the neon lights guide me through this endless fight. I'll write my name in starlight before the break of night. They said stay in line, just do as you're told. But I was never made for a life so cold. The rhythm of my heart beats loud and strong. This is my anthem, my victory song. I'm ruling my own world, lighting up the sky, turning all the doubts into sparks that fly. I'm running with the thunder, I'll never back down. Crown on my head, I'm owning this town. I'm ruling my own world. Driving, dancing, soaring, guitar so loud. Oh, the fire's alive, can you feel it inside? Like a tidal wave rising, can't stop this tide. No more looking back, no more holding tight. I'm stepping into the day, I'm taking.
Well, you know, I love that video, but we've got to just stop that. What's going on, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. So, big news, big news. We actually have a friend in the waiting room, and he's sitting over there just doing his thing. We'll bring him in just a minute. Guys, we got big news, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. Main channels aren't disappearing. The stars have aligned, and I got something to tell everybody. I'm retiring from gaming on stream. We're going to be focusing on maker content only. But I lost my PUBG partnership, and I'm not upset about it. I haven't streamed PUBG in many, many months as a primary game. And I'm very thankful for the number of years PUBG has given me as a partner. And I just wanted to put that out publicly. And but I don't have to worry about that any longer. And I took that as a sign. And, it's just, you know what? It is what it is. And it gives me time to actually focus on things. I still will be playing games occasionally on stream, but it's not going to be my main focus. Let's welcome everybody that, that's in the chat. Squid, Brad, how you doing? Heidi, everybody that's there. Cryptic over on Twitch. Let's go. How is everybody doing? All right, let's go ahead and there's Mr. Projects and Dad's Garage. What you doing there?
Not too much, man. Just working on depinning this cable so I can get it all cleaned up and put away.
Cabling's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it's just pretty much a hangout stream, everybody. It's too cold to go out in my workshop. Last I checked, it was 30 degrees with 2 heaters running. So I just wanted to make, the big announcement. I've retired from gaming on stream because the stars have aligned. I've had too many issues getting sponsors, getting partners, and I'm just old. So we're going to be focusing just on maker content. Spawn Trooper to the rescue. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Talking trash and T3. Oh my God. What are you doing, girl? How are you? It's been a minute.
Chat. I tried to talk him into starting up one of his Minecraft channels where he just runs around and fantasy role plays in Minecraft with a bunch of high school and college kids. But he wasn't up for it. I tried, guys. I tried.
I told him if I wanted to go back to 8-bit graphics, I'd go play Doom. But my buddy Bald's in chat going, no, I'll still be playing PUBG on occasion with him, but I won't be doing it on stream. I still want to play. I got nothing for love, for him. I don't blame them for booting me off. It is what it is. So when is my printer going to be released? When I actually get off my butt and finish actually designing it. I've got about half of the CAD designed. That's the reason there's not a decent render. Squid. It's 50 degrees outside. It's 6 out here right now. 6. Oh, no, Spawn. We'll do some ATS stuff. Hold the press. Where did I get kicked off? I got kicked off. Krafton booted me off the PUBG partner program because I wasn't streaming PUBG. I don't blame them. It's not an issue, but it was a sign. I've had so many issues with gaming companies recently. It was a sign. I needed to focus on one thing and one thing only, because splitting my focus between two different sides of content creation is just too dang hard.
I'm not keeping up the chat. My chat's not scrolling over here.
Your dad went home yesterday. It's -7 at his. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's.
No, I think it's -21 right outside with the wind chill outside right now. So yeah, it's bad. But I did get this. We're going to be testing this stuff.
Oh, the new PTFE tube stuff.
Yeah. But I'm waiting for a tool to come in that tests friction. So.
Yeah, I've questioned the validity of that stuff there.
So have I. Because this stuff's not cheap. There's 4 meters of this, and this cost me almost $30.
I run through far too much PTFE tube to pay that much money for it.
Well, I want to see, because there's a claim that you're able, if you run this, you're able to run soft filaments through an AMS. There's a claim. I want to see if it's true.
I call bullshit on that.
I call bullshit on a lot of things. I know where you live. It's definitely cold up there in Norway, but it's really cold here, and we're only on the edge of this polar crap. Spawn, you are redacted to the basement forever.
Yeah, I understand the idea of it's less surface area touching the filament, but at the same time trying to feed it through. Mm-hmm. Now you've got little channels for it to go into and grab, and then also when you put a round thing through a round hole, depending on the diameters, it's only touching at such a small area as it is. It's like your tire, only a small portion of your tire actually touches the road at any given moment.
That's one of my questions. I'm very curious to how this actually will pan out. especially in the curves and the bends.
So I've done a lot of testing. Like I said, I go through a lot of PTFE tube, so I get the opportunity to test a lot of different things. The last one I tried was 2.5 millimeter ID tubing because you're kind of balancing. You want your filament, and that's the other thing. You want your filament constrained to a certain degree, right? You don't want it flopping all over the place. Because when it gets to where it's supposed to go, you want it to actually go through the hole, right? So you want it to come out dead center in that. So I was running 2 millimeter ID, and I was having some issues with friction in the PTFE tube channel on filaments. Like white is really bad. So I went to 2.5, and that's helped out quite a bit. And also, you want your PTFE tube fairly stiff. So, I mean, there's a potential that it works well. Also, there's a potential that it really, really doesn't.
There's a lot of questions that I have. So it's going to take some very interesting testing. You know, there is such a thing as super Teflon. And I keep wondering why nobody has actually made a PTFE tube using super Teflon. There's got to be a reason behind it.
I've not heard of this.
The super slick Teflon stuff.
I've not heard of it.
Super Teflon. 51004. Yeah, I'll send you some details on it. It's a PTFE Teflon lubricant that you can get in a liquid, or you can have specialty stuff or designed with it. It's very interesting.
As far as I know, Teflon, in order to form it, it's less of like, it's basically a bunch of Teflon powder, and then you compress it into whatever shape you want.
Yeah.
So it might be something that doesn't work well for compressing in the certain geometries.
But apparently this stuff, it is like, makes things like slide at like billions of miles an hour. It's a super lubricant. And they actually did an episode of Mythbusters years ago with this stuff. And they found it to be pretty amazing. But it was pretty interesting to check out.
Wow.
You know, it's not like it's a new product, but there's got to be a reason why it hasn't been used in this particular application before. Oh, Squid's got a community post to make. Okay. Mythbusters did a lot. Yes. Adam Savage is one of my heroes. His workshop is like the ultimate workshop.
A cool workshop. I don't know if I'd call it the ultimate workshop, but it's definitely
it's up there.
Better than mine.
It's got just, if you want to build something, it's got it. Almost guaranteed.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's pretty fascinating when, you watch an episode and he goes, yeah, I'm just going to pull this out of this drawer and this out of this drawer. And he doesn't have to go to a store for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty excellent. But yeah, I missed out. I forgot to actually bring the Centauri Carbon in this morning to actually print stuff on it. I'll have to do that this afternoon and warm that thing up, and then spend hours warming the filament up too, because it's too cold to print with it. So
so I went to print something earlier and it just stopped at leveling and just sat there. And then I couldn't stop it. I had to get down there and contort my body like some freak from the circus to get around to the back of it to unplug it, because I couldn't reach the power switch, and then unplugged it and then couldn't reach the plug, slipped out of my hand. So then I had to pull the whole thing out, which isn't easy either, to find the freaking plug. It's printing now though, but printing a SKR 1.4 mount.
Yes. Yeah. I'm actually glad that I actually have that, so I can send that to you.
Me too. Because I'm sure I could put this Leviathan to use somewhere else. And it's a really nice board to put in a machine just to use 3 of the 2209 steppers on it and not use the 5160s.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is I always thought that the SKR Turbo would just be a trash board that nobody would ever use them.
Everything has its uses, right?
Yeah.
So, like, the funny thing is, somebody offered to send me one before. I won't mention their name. They're not really around anymore. But he pulled it out. He was replacing it with one of the newer controller boards that had come out at the time. I was like, nah. I was like, I don't really have a use for it. He's like, well, you can use it for a Trident. I was like, yeah. It's like, this was before I built my Trident. I had the frame, but I didn't have anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't know. And so I never got it off of him.
Well, I'll drop it in the mail on Monday, and because it won't take much to ship it. So
I appreciate it. I try not to. So the story with that is I try not to let people send me stuff that I'm not like going to use. Right. If somebody's sending me something, I want it to be something that's getting put to use,
Well, I mean, other than we had plans for the Think Center that I sent you. So, I mean,
yeah,
plans change, so that's all right.
Yeah.
But everything else, including all the power cords, you're going to be using.
Oh yeah, power cords will get used. Somehow, I always need power cords.
So I am not concerned about that whatsoever. I mean, it's, and that was gifted to me, so I'll just re-gift it on.
Pay it forward. You've helped me out with a lot of stuff. My entire streaming PC is because of you.
And parts of that didn't even work out, so it is what it is.
It did. Just hardware fails sometimes.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. I've still got it in there, just sitting in the bottom of my server cabinet, on the off chance I figure out how to, do hardware repair like on that level. Because can't really break it anymore. It doesn't work. So
yeah,
if I get to the point where I can diagnose what's wrong with it and fix it, great. It doesn't take much hardware wise for streaming. People get real hung up on, I need a
5090 to do my streaming. No, you don't.
For our type of streaming, no, it doesn't. I mean, for the streaming that I was doing, yeah, it takes a lot. I mean, when you're doing, these massive games, yeah, it takes a lot.
Yeah.
But for our
Even
stuff,
then,
it
though, you're normally better off in that situation doing having a gaming rig and then going into another rig that's doing your streaming.
Yep. Dual
and
PC setup.
Run it into a capture card and encode it and send it out. So
the biggest thing is having more powered USB ports, because what we're doing, we run a lot of cameras.
Yeah.
Spawn Trooper says, "Be right back." Okay. See you in a minute, yo. Yeah, Aussie. He's Welsh, so I pick on him a lot.
Somehow my chat does not want to stay current.
So Talk Studio is a really good platform from Streamlabs, but it does that once in a while. I don't know why. But the Ender 3 Max Neo back here runs beautifully. I do want to replace this one. I think I'm going to leave as is. I just need to tune it and make it faster and replace the stock Ender display, because the stock Ender display sucks.
Or take the display off and run it headless with Clipper.
I could do that too, but I have a Big Tree Tech 3.5 V2. I just got to print them out and plug it in. So it plugs into the stock Ender 3 board.
So would you mind if I took a second to shout out a friend of ours who made a very concerning post last night? And if anybody watches, I would like them to go share some love with the gentleman.
Go for
it. Maker Millwright, Free Heathen Workshop, posted that he's no longer going to be streaming. And he's a gentleman that streamed every day on Twitch, joined us on the podcast, is just an amazing human being. And without giving any reason, I've tried to reach out. I haven't heard anything back. But if any of you guys follow him, just reach out and let him know that, valued his content, there for him, whatever the case may be. I hope that everything is okay. We all have our dark moments. So
we've all experienced plenty of dark moments in the last number of months.
Yeah.
So I definitely hope that everything's okay with him. It's I saw the post, and hopefully we can help him turn things around if he wants us to.
Yeah. So I have decided that I am going to download a copy of Current Orca Slicer for every platform, and I am going to keep that archived. That way, in case the government starts forcing people's hands on this stuff, I've got a slicer that just doesn't give a fuck and will slice whatever I want. Not that I print any sort of firearm stuff, but I print, Nerf blasters and Slicer's not going to know the difference between, you know.
So I was, I was joking with myself about that the other night because if you see on the top shelf there, my Ghostbusters memorabilia and all that, one of the projects that I actually had scheduled for mid-year was actually printing like Proton Blaster and all that, to expand the memorabilia. And I'm like, I wonder how they would figure that one. Would they consider that a firearm?
I think they're just going to err on the side of everything is. If they can get it through, which I don't think they're going to be able to. New York's been trying for what, damn near 2 years now.
So, and there was a news bit that came out that was on the that came out yesterday about it, that the New York governor wants everybody to get rid of their CNC mills and buy 3D printers because they figured they cannot track CNCs.
That makes no sense.
It doesn't.
It's like, throw away all your hammers and buy screwdrivers instead. The fuck are you talking about? Screwdriver can't drive a nail.
The whole purpose of this legislation is completely asinine to begin with, because if somebody wants to do evil, they're going to do it no matter what.
Here's the thing, right? Murder's already illegal, right?
Yeah.
Like if they're to the point where they don't care about spending the rest of their life in prison for that crime, they sure as fuck aren't going to care about any other lesser crime.
And then we have, on top of that, it is already legal to make your own pew-pew according to federal law.
Yeah.
Which is an unserialized firearm. Yep. So you can't supersede federal law with a state law.
They sure do try.
They do try. So
so half the time state law, this one and many other things. A lot of times state law is, they know that it's not going to stand up to constitutional scrutiny, but they don't care, because if they can get it passed and then they can get the ball rolling. So in this situation, right, they get, let's say they get your, software engineers that are designing slicers to stop it. Once that ball started, undoing it is a pain in the butt, right?
Yep.
And growing up in a state where Second Amendment didn't really apply.
Regardless of what side of the aisle you're on, I believe Loyal Moses has the absolute. He hit the nail on the head in his whole series on this. This actually has nothing to do with the Second Amendment whatsoever. This has to do with big corporations wanting to restrict what you can print. That's the end goal here. John Deere doesn't want you printing replacement parts. Ford doesn't want you printing replacement parts. Exactly, Havoc. It's all about control.
It is.
What's up, Raj?
The easiest way to control people is through fear, right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we're going to look at this we as in makers are going to look at this and understand just how ridiculous it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But people that aren't in the hobby and don't know are going to look at it, and they're going to it's going to put a stigma in their mind that this is what everybody with a 3D printer is doing. This is, it's going to make people afraid of the technology and then limit its growth, right?
Absolutely.
Just because people are afraid of it, right?
Yeah.
Johnny's grandma was not going to buy Johnny a 3D printer for Christmas because she heard on the news that people use 3D printers to make firearms, and she doesn't want little Johnny making a firearm, right? Like, she's completely oblivious to the fact that little Johnny's going to make fucking fidget toys with it.
I mean, consider this for a moment. This thing right here, the AI technology that we have today is getting so good that you don't need to go out and spend $3,000 on an AI scanner. You can go buy $5 worth of dots and spend $30 on an app and go scan a part with your phone and get almost the same quality, not the goodest quality, not the best quality, but almost as good of quality as a $3,000 scanner, and go print it right now.
That was the first thing I did when I got an iPad, right? So I hadn't had an iPhone since the iPhone 4S, right? And then I got an iPad Pro, the M2. Verizon at the time had an amazing thing where they offered me a free iPad if I picked up the iPad from my local thing, right? And the default was whatever the cheapest in-stock iPad they had was free. And, you know, it gets you to pay $10 a month for their service plan, right?
Yep.
But the cheapest iPad that my local store had was the iPad Pro M2. So they had to give me that. They wanted to give me, you know, an iPad 9 or whatever it was, but they didn't have any. So, and all the way up through the rankings. But anyway, first thing I did when I got home with it was it's got the LiDAR scanner on that thing. And I downloaded, I can't remember what app it was, but I went around and 3D scanned my entire house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, dirty laundry on the couch and all. Like, scanned the entire house.
I mean, you know, we've got the technology that you can do that now. And it scares these big corporations that the consumer can go out and go, oh, I need a brand new door handle for this, and go make it themselves instead of spending $25 ordering it from them. That's where this legislation is actually ending up at. It has nothing to do with pew-pews. I just lost the spring for something. That's hilarious.
I asked everybody in my Discord to post up pictures of their snow as the day went through.
Oh, yeah.
I was just looking at, I didn't notice Martin had posted.
We're starting to get sunshine here, so. And it still says cold advisory in effect, but let's see what it says. 4 degrees now. We actually got colder. Havoc, it's never too cold to snow. It snows in Antarctica. It's constantly in the negatives there.
I mean, just
are they going to make this illegal?
Yes.
It's a hitch. It's a receiver hitch, by the way, everybody. It's not the real thing.
It doesn't matter what it is. They want to make anything illegal. Anything that puts power in people's hands.
I also have faux grenades too out in the shop somewhere in a box.
My son lives in New Jersey. He cannot order the little Nerf blaster off of Amazon to do any of the like reshell things.
That's ridiculous.
Not allowed to, right? I remember growing up looking in the Sears Christmas catalog at the BB guns, and New Jersey was listed as one of the states you cannot buy it in, right? You know how hard it was for me to buy BBs when I was a kid for the BB gun?
Yeah. I remember when I growing up here, I could go in and go buy 22 caliber ammunition myself. 8, 9 years old. It didn't matter. I mean, I could go walk into a store and go say, hey, my mom and dad wanted a pack of smokes, and they would sell it to me. I didn't even need a note. That changed by the time I was about 15, 16 years old, but then I remember when the whole world changed, and it was just sad. They started putting warning labels on everything because people got stupid.
Yeah, the culture shock when I moved from New Jersey to Ohio on, walking into, now they've done, we're taking them out because Walmart's whatever, but I can walk into Walmart and buy, a rifle from Walmart here, or buy ammo from Walmart. In Jersey, you had to have a fucking purchaser's permit to go buy anything other than shotgun shells.
Yeah.
And even that, you had to go to a gun store or Dick's Sporting Goods or something like that. Can't do it in Dick's now either.
Nope.
I don't understand these companies, man. It's like they don't even know their audience. Like, read the room.
I had my wife watch that movie Idiocracy, and I asked her. I said, "So you think we're living in that now?" And she goes, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, it's a fucking documentary, bud.
Yeah, it's a documentary. I'm like, we just entered the early stages of it.
Crocs are a thing. Not in like these are the most ridiculous shoes we can find. Nobody would ever wear these.
Yeah. Now I wear Crocs 24 hours a day.
Never owned a pair. My son was here a couple of summers ago, and he had a pair of Crocs, and I threw them on to take the dog out real quick, and I'm like, oh my god, these things are so uncomfortable. Like, just like all the pressure points on the bottom of my foot. Why? Like, why isn't the insole just smooth?
No. See, I have to wear them because of arthritis. I have a calcium buildup on my bones, so can't wear normal shoes most of the time.
Hey dudes, bud. Hey dudes. Most comfortable shoes.
Yeah, they're good. But so I have to figure out what to do with this room now, because it's not a game studio anymore. There's a lot of memories in here. There's like 6 years worth of PUBG memorabilia in this room. It's all gonna get put away. I think I'll bring a couple of printers in here, put some shelving back up so I can have printers in both the workshop and in here.
So, when it comes to making, there's two different categories of like work you do. One would be like dirty work and clean work, right? So 3D printing is clean work, right?
Yep.
A laser, lathe, welding, all that stuff that's dirty work. you could set up the inside as the clean, and then the outside as
That's
the
an idea.
dirty workshop. Especially if you continue to grow, and then also 3D printers kind of like semi-stable temperature.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. The enclosed
Filament
printers,
really
they don't
level.
really care so much. The unenclosed ones, they like stable stuff.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Try to preheat your chamber in your printer outside right now to 30°C.
Yeah. I mean, unless I got a heater in the chamber, but still a challenge. But one of the ideas I actually had for this back wall was to actually build some new shelving on it and make it a lot nicer looking, and then start segregating it out into categories, and then printing like whole thing of Ghostbusters, whole thing of Deadpool, or Marvel stuff.
Yeah. Oh, shit, I had something I wanted to bring up, but now I can't remember what it was.
I was considering sending you my entire collection of Big Tree Tech ducks.
The girls love them. Well, the one girl loves them.
Raj, I actually haven't even opened up a single roll of that TPU yet.
TPU is one of those filaments that I did not have for probably the first 2 years. All right. I just never got around to it. I never had anything that really needed it. And then once you start using it, all of a sudden you find that you need it for a whole bunch of crap. It's weird.
I'm trying to find a project that I really, really want to print with it other than shoes.
For me, it's not projects that are printed in TPU. It's more components
Projects that
with
need. Yes.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
components
looking for.
within the project. So like I use it for butt stocks on the Nerf blasters. Do they need it? Absolutely not. But I've got it. So, and then I think I picked it up. I think I picked up my first roll actually to print rollers on the box turtle. And then
Yeah.
LDO decided that they were going to include the rubber ones, so I ended up not actually needing them. But yeah, it's been all sorts of stuff. I think the last thing I printed with it was feet for the Delta Flyer.
See, I was Brad and I were talking, and I've got that 3MMU that I built, and he's talked me into getting the 100mm filamentalist.
Oh yeah, the respool.
The respooler.
That's on top of the night. I really need to pull that printer out and see where I left off on tuning that thing.
And so I need to build a 4-lane filamentalist to do that. And I'm like, well, I could use some of the TPU for that. Maybe.
No, the filamentalist, when you buy the kits, and buy the kits.
Okay.
They come with these, they're almost like really wide rubber bands that are used on the rollers.
Well, that takes care of that idea. See, now I'm still searching for ideas. Maybe I can print bracelets. I don't know.
Delta Flyer? No, Delta Flyer is a printer. If you look right there, the purple and green one, that's the Delta Flyer. It's a little tiny Delta printer. It's just 120 millimeter, basically. Little.
I never wanted one of those
Oh,
things. Now I do, and I blame all of you for it.
You're welcome.
I want to actually build a corner shelf up in the corner, right over here, and just put it up there and have it just print stuff. That's just, I think that would be neat. Just have one, just to have it sitting up there, just printing random crap with a camera sitting on it. You know,
That's my thing, man. I never print just random stuff.
see, you need to. It's just an added feature.
I hate spending money on filament to do it.
Well, I mean, there is that, but that's why you print small stuff and then just make it really slow. You know, you do a 2-hour stream, make it a 2-hour print.
I'll go through, like, there'll be times my printers haven't printed anything for weeks or a month or more, right? And then other times, every single one of them is going nonstop for a week, you know?
Same. That's the problem. You know, I haven't printed anything for fun in a while now. This guy back here printed a Darth Vader, a Lego minifig that's about this tall. Took 24 hours to print the guy, and sadly the supports adhered to it. And that was my fault. I sliced it incorrectly. What's up, Maker Viking? And Brad says everything I do is random twice. I think he's being funny.
Havoc, are you still printing Girari drawers?
Christ, man.
He's got a new one that he just announced. It's like like a cabinet kind of thing with a door.
I know. Every time I think I'm done printing Girari drawers, he comes up with something new, and I stop and go, do I want to change?
I printed out the ones I've got, and I love them, but I also don't need any more right now. So, but they use a lot of filament.
That's the problem I found, is they use a lot of filament. Yeah. Maker Viking, did you see my message that I sent you earlier? I finally got permission from 2 of the Facebook groups that I've been hounding to post Tinker Atlas in. One of them has like 26,000 people. The other one's like 2,500. They both gave me permission. I'm like, yay! Hopefully we can get him more traffic.
I never go on Facebook.
I try not to, but there are some decent Facebook groups for makers in there. So some decent, some.
I was in, so when I first started, I was in one. I think it was just one. Oh, Havoc just posted a beer fridge picture of all of his Girari drawers.
Oh, I have to go look at this.
You got to print the faceplates now, bud. Get them all
Dear
hanging,
Lord.
mounted in there. That would be sweet when it's done, though.
Heck yeah.
Are you mounting them in that cabinet? Is that the end goal? I can't tell because chat won't stay current.
Thanks for sticking around, Squid. I appreciate you. Yeah, this is just a hangout stream, guys, because, you know, I can't actually be out in the workshop doing anything. Let's go. I'm going to actually go check it out what the temperature is. Let's go see here. What on earth?
Epic, is your workshop like a loft space or something?
Hey, it's almost to 46, 47 degrees. What's here out there? Share screen. Window. To the window. To the wall. Oh, it just hit 47.
Your camera pointed at the revolver. That's awesome.
Oh man. Well, the camera is just sitting up there, so I put that little temperature sensor up there so I can actually see how warm or cold it is in there and the humidity. And that's how little bit of snow we got. It's a dusting. So, it's already blown off the streets and almost dry. And we just hit the bare edge of all this. But no, it's going to be an interesting new ride. Being able to just concentrate on one thing and one thing only. So, it'll be fun, I think.
It'll be something, I'm sure.
Oh, it's definitely going to be something. But anyway, and this stream's not going to be the longest stream in the world. We've gone for about an hour here, and that's about all I figured we're going to be going for because I ain't got nothing else to talk about. Unless you got something you want to talk about.
So, not in particular. It's just a lazy Saturday around here.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm just going to go and after stream here, I'll probably have my kid, since he has the day off, get the rest of his crap out of this room, and I'll grab some totes and start cleaning this place up and packing some things away. And, you know,
Yeah, I'm gonna eat lunch. I made Spanish rice with chorizo sausage in it.
nice.
I just put that in a tortilla. So good.
I have some leftover roast. I'm going to make some roast beef sandwiches.
That worked.
So,
Throw it in a frying pan with some barbecue sauce before you put it on the
do that.
sandwich.
yeah,
Barbecue roast
that.
beef. So good.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can do that. So, I can make wraps too, one of the two.
Yeah.
Maker Viking, that would be a reason why I never lose weight. Pizza sounds so good.
It does. Oh, now I want pizza. Damn it.
I know. Big slices of fresh pepperoni with lots of cheese. Oh man, that sounds good. But maybe in a couple hours it'll be warm enough I can go out and play in the workshop.
Yeah, 47 is still a little cold.
Yeah, just a tad. But I want to thank everybody for hanging out and just listening to what I've got going on, because, you know, it was a big thing for me, you know. kind of a life-changing decision because I've been streaming games for 13 years. So yeah, when am I going to insulate the roof? When I get about $300 of free money, so I can afford to actually buy the spray foam insulation.
Yeah.
Sadly, I don't got that. And then it's going to have to be warm enough for the spray foam insulation to actually work. It's going to have to be above 50 degrees.
I didn't realize that stuff had to. I know it's a exothermic reaction. It gets pretty freaking hot on its own.
Yeah. It doesn't adhere to metal in the cold very well.
Okay. That makes sense.
It'll work on wood, but not metal. So anyway, everybody, thanks for sticking around. I'm going to go do something. Projects is going to go get lunch. Have a great day. We're out of here.
Later.
Later, everybody.